Welcome everybody, welcome to the Reconnection space, and you'll see over the last few weeks, if you're following, that I've been making some changes and I've been looking to talk about different topics, and today is our first official episode 1 of the Reconnection space, based entirely on questions sent in from people who are working through the Reconnection program or who are interested in reconnection as a form of self-development. And the question that we're looking at today is, will it help me find my path? Will therapy, will coaching, will reconnection help me find my path? And here's my view on this. People come to me and they're generally in a place that feels stuck. They don't feel so good about themselves. They're not sure where they're going. They're very much caught up in what has happened, and they're very much caught up in what should happen, and they're very much caught up in what everyone else could have done, should have done. And, you know, what they're not doing is they're not looking at where they are right now. So when people talk about finding that path, what they want is they want to get into that future, because anywhere is better than where I am right now. Yeah, we've all been there, right? If I could be anywhere else but here. And then I say, but what does that path look like? How will you know you're on it? And they don't. Well, if you don't know if you're on your path, I'm not really sure that I'm going to know whether you're on your path or not. So will therapy help me find my path? Here's my view. Therapy is about helping you accept where you are now, because you have to stop, breathe, be present, be mindful. You have to understand how you got to where you are, what's going on for you right now, what your emotions are right now, what your relationships are right now, what habits you have right now. What are you doing that's causing you to be where you are right now? And you have to think about, does that fit in with what you want your intention and purpose to be? So you have to be accepting. That's step 2. You have to be accepting of what has already happened, because if you're holding on to the past, then that's where your power is. It's in the past with all those people that you are saying could have done, should have done, would have done. Okay. And that's not to say that you liked what happened. But again, if you're just holding on to that, then you're not going to know if you're on your path. And the third thing, and this is the most crucial thing about your path, is, have you thought about what that path looks like? Have you thought about that future that you're so keen to get to? Does that fit with your intention and purpose? Do you know what's important to you? Do you know what things will look like and feel like if you made that shift and you were suddenly 5 years in the future? Or are you just in another place where you're still not sure that you're where you should be? So my view is that don't think about whether you're on your path. Think about being able to be in the now. Think about being able to process what's going on and be mindful of where you are now in the present. When you do that, that future's going to appear anyway. That path is going to open out anyway. Now, you're not going to know whether that path is going to go left or going to go right. You don't know whether you're going to backtrack and do things differently all over again. But that's all okay, because that's choice. So don't be so fixated on getting somewhere in the future and you don't even know what that future is, and you don't even know if that's going to give you what you need. Think about, do I know what's going on for me right now? And that's what therapy helps you do, because reconnection and therapy can be a scary place. It can be hard to create that connection to what's going on for you. You might not want to be thinking about those emotions. You might not want to be working through that. But that's what we do in Reconnection. We really drill down into what's important to you and what do you need to do now to make those changes to create the now somewhere that you want to be, because you can't change what's already happened. It's happened. That's it. It's done. And you can't live your life thinking, if only I was there, if they hadn't done that, then I would be there, because you're not there. And you know what? You're never going to be there, because there doesn't exist. There is imaginary. You're here right now. So does therapy help me find my path? Therapy helps you find choices to be in the now. Your path will open up in front of you, and you'll just realize that you're enjoying what's going on now, and you're okay with what's to come. And you don't need to have that mapped out to the nth degree, because you're living in the now. So I hope that's helped. We're going to be doing more of these questions and answers. When the next one that I'm going to be looking at is a good one. It's, why do they keep treating me that way? Okay, so this is about relationships and habits. Also, we've got some great interviews lined up. So if you haven't subscribed to the Reconnection space, then do so, because we're widening what I'm talking about. We're having lots more interviews and lots more videos uploaded. And if you have a question that you would like me to answer in terms of what happens in therapy, what happens with reconnection, what's going on in terms of me, my relationships, all of that stuff, then why not drop us a note and leave a comment? And remember to click the all-important subscribe button. And in the meantime, I'll see you very soon back here in the Reconnection space.